and welcome to this session on marking off and drilling through holes. Let us begin with the session.
Let us look at the objectives of this session. At the end of this session, you will be able to state what is drilling, mark drill hole centers using vernier height gauge, set the correct spindle speed in drilling machine, drill through holes using a drilling machine. Drilling is a metal cutting process carried out by a rotating cutting tool to make circular holes in solid materials. The drilling operation is carried out on a drilling machine. The tool employed to drill circular holes is called a twist drill. A hole is an opening in or through a particular medium, usually a solid body. There are two types of holes, blind hole and through hole. A blind hole is drilled to a specified depth without breaking through to the other side of the workpiece. A through hole goes completely through the workpiece. Check the size of the C-channel using steel rule. File all the outer faces using bastard file. Ensure parallelism and perpendicularity using a tri-square. Apply marking media. Mark to size of 90 mm by 74 mm by 40 mm using vernier height gauge on a surface table. Witness mark on the workpiece using dot punch and ball peen hammer on an anvil. File and finish to the respective sizes using different grades of files. Ensure parallelism and perpendicularity using a tri-square. Ensure the dimensions using vernier caliper. Let us now learn the procedure for marking off to drill through holes. Again, apply marking media on the top surface of the C-channel. Support the job with the help of an angle plate on the surface table. Draw lines from face B at a distance of 17 mm, 37 mm, and 57 mm using vernier height gauge on the surface table. Draw a line from face C at a distance of 15 mm, 33 mm, and 51 mm using vernier height gauge. Mark the hole centers to be drilled using center punch and ball peen hammer on an anvil as per the drawing. Now let us learn about spindle speed. The spindle speed in revolutions per minute is calculated using an equation. N equals V into 1000 divided by D into pi RPM, where V is the cutting speed in meter per minute, D is the diameter of the drill in millimeter, and pi is 22 by 7, that is 3.1412. The cutting speed is selected from the table based on the type of material in which a hole is to be drilled. For example, to drill an 8 mm through hole on an MS plate, the cutting speed is calculated as V equals cutting speed for MS material is selected as 30 meter per minute as per the table. So, N equals 30 into 1000 divided by 8 into 3.14 RPM, which equals N equals 1194.26 RPM. Since 1194.26 RPM will not be available to set the spindle speed, select 1000 RPM as it is the nearest available lower range on the pulley of the drilling machine. The selected spindle speed to drill 8 mm hole is 1000 RPM. Now let us learn about drilling feed. Feed is the distance x that a drill has to advance into the work in one complete rotation. The rate of feed is dependent upon a number of factors: finish required, type of drill or drill material, material to be drilled. The table shows the range of feed with respect to drill diameter. Clean the working table of the drilling machine such that it is free from chips. Hold the job in the drilling machine vise. Fix 4 mm diameter drill bit in the chuck. Set the appropriate spindle speed for 4 mm drill bit. Drill 4 mm holes on the punched marks 4 and 6. Drill 7 pilot holes on the remaining center punched marks for through-hole drilling using pillar drilling machine. Fix 6 mm drill to the chuck to drill the required holes in steps on the pilot holes. Fix 8 mm drill to the chuck of the spindle and set the appropriate speed to drill 4 8 mm through holes at points 1, 3, 7 and 9. Drill at points 2, 5 and 8 using the 8 mm drill so as to progressively obtain the required diameter. Fix 10 mm drill bit to the chuck of the spindle to drill 2 10 mm through holes at points 2 and 8. To achieve 16 mm through hole at point 5, first begin with 10 mm drill bit and drill the hole. We would have achieved 10 mm through hole at point 5. At the same point 5, for drilling 16 mm through hole, we had first used 10 mm drill bit to drill the hole. Now, fix 14 mm drill bit to the spindle with the help of a sleeve and set the appropriate speed. We would have achieved 14 mm through hole at point 5. Now, at the same point 5, fix 16 mm drill bit to the spindle with the help of a sleeve to drill 16 mm through hole. We would have achieved 16 mm through hole at point 5. Finish the job and deburr all corners. Apply thin coat of oil and preserve it for evaluation. Let us now learn about the precautions. Use coolant while drilling. Use chuck key for tightening the drill in the drill chuck. Use drift to remove the taper shank drill from drilling machine spindle. Do not hammer on the drift to remove it out. Adjust the RPM of the spindle to suit the diameter of the drill. Remove the drill and drill chuck after use. Ensure that the drill does not penetrate into the vise. Do not remove chips with your bare hands. Use a brush. Do not try to change the belt while the machine is running.
To recap, we have learned to state what is drilling, mark drill hole centers using vernier height gauge, set the correct spindle speed in drilling machine, drill through holes using a drilling machine. So that's all about marking off and drilling through holes. Hope you have understood all the concepts and exercises. See you in the next session.